because compared to the previous series, it looks like we can expect a 50-50 here, going from mid to late.
Yeah, much more even odds here in their second time meeting, especially considering, you know, they banned 3 of Super Ken's heroes here, not letting him on the Assassins. And also, Boy on one of his comfort picks, the Hayabusa, taking the lethal ignition, which is quite interesting. Also, Nino with a Quantum Charge here, where he went for killing spree yesterday up against Blacklist International, but there's already a little bit of a skirmish. Udo bringing Vin back. Boy already getting harassed in the jungle, but should be able to just take it away for free.
Huge presence from Bigetron Alpha. Shades of the first time they met here in the SPS Challenge Season. Game 2 between Alter Ego and Bigetron Alpha. BTR lived in AE's jungle, fam. And Alter Ego's like, yeah, no, not this time. Not the same way. Not like that. Look at this. Check it out. Udil in mid, rocking that common emblem. So yeah, he wants the regeneration. He wants all of those stats that you get. And I get it. As a mid lane anchor, as a Faramis, you gotta get that, right? And he goes ahead, just builds his penetration boots first up.
You can see how it's helping him already with just the mana full almost every single time. It's crazy because he's been shoving these waves a lot. Meanwhile, for the side of Moreno, you do see the Assassin common emblem here. Just, again, utilizing the penetration and the movement speed on the Valentina. You want to try to look for that lead. Instead of going for the mage emblem, the penetration definitely helps you in the early to mid game. As for now, Bigetron Alpha, they'll be able to pick up the first turtle for free, uncontested.
Yep. Clean take for BTR. That's what those early movements, those early rotations inside AE's jungle kept them delayed. And now this is a XP lane push up. Get the Udil to level 4 much sooner. And Vin's not letting up, man. So yeah, not just in their gold, but also in their XP. Oh, Rasi catches one.
Revenge Rage, Shadow Kill, first blood for Alter Ego. And with the kill on the Boy, this will definitely help him out here, as he has been relatively quiet in the early game. That mid game is going to be super loud.
Yep, and now here in the bottom lane, the gold lane, all this babysitting by Rasi is buying time for Nino to set up. Again, rock in that Quantum Charge. Sakin has a Quantum Charge though too.
It's interesting, very interesting. Especially considering through my experience on Melissa as well, I definitely enjoy the weakness finder on him a little bit better. Sorizo up top though, gotta be careful here, dodging away from the quad shadows, good movement, but Boy should be able to find Sorizo! What? Gets the kill back, Pai did not need to walk forward. Boy doesn't even have the shadow kill, so it ends up just being a 1-for-0. Vin looking for a play, Sakin unable to shove the wave away to build it up for that dive.
Sorizo had no business winning that fight. No way, but I guess building the warrior boots does go a long way, able to quell the physical damage that both Boy and Pai were presenting. Now the fight continues, shadow kill. No one home. Wow, Sorizo! What a Chad! Sorizo!
This is his signature.
That's him. That's Sorizo. I'll stop.
Yeah, it was Sorizo Paquito back in the day, and then Esmeralda and Uranus. These are the 3 heroes that he's most comfortable with back when he first debuted in MPL Indonesia for Bigetron Alpha. And look, the meta is currently shaping up to be kind of like his meta. This is the heroes that he's been playing. He's actually been playing the Paquito even before the buffs.
Yep, he understood what the limits of the damage were coming in from Pai and Boy. He understood that I'm going to live through this. I'm going to beat you up both. And he did get away with that, and that opened up this turtle for Bigetron Alpha. As quick a take as it gets. 100% turtle take rate so far in the first 4 minutes for Bigetron Alpha. Barreling on ahead, approaching 1,000 gold.
And with the Lancelot, again, with the Season Hunter as well, you can expect Super Ken to build up on this lead. He didn't even use the Retribution, so he's still really just saving it for either a fight, a skirmish, or to invade the enemy jungle, getting a bigger lead.
And it's so good. Across the board, all rolls from Bigetron Alpha, beating their counterparts from AE. Hunter Strike first build. There's a pull by Vin!
Divine Judgment, but the call Alter, perfectly placed by Udo, helps him get away. Boy is still able to get the space necessary to farm. Rasi, though, putting some pressure back down. Super Ken just on that mid lane, utilizing the Swift within his emblem to utilize the attack speed. Good Tyrant's Revenge and the Rage. A response over from Moreno with a defensive Cold Alter. No real engage. Once again, no re-engage. Nope. It's just a few little basic attacks. Poke from Sakin.
Yep, they're waiting for Sakin to actually hit that power spike, and I understand. I was about to call it out, right? Moreno hasn't used IMU just yet, so he saved it right then and there for the perfect cult altar. And he saved what could have been a 2 for none for the side of Alter Ego, and that just allows for the rest of Bigatron to continue farming up. And as well, look at this mirrored cut. Dare I say, you know what? It's not even on for Pi. Pi didn't cut, but look at how deep Chorizo went. That's lovely. That's how you start up. That's how you know you're winning your lane. Right now, they're looking for another punish, and it looks like they're both posturing up for this third turtle, last turtle of the game. Bigatron Alpha not mixing a beat so far.
The reason Chorizo was able to just do that, wait a minute, Super Ken opening it up, finding Rossi in the bush, getting him to half HP. He has the Thorn Rose. He's trying to utilize it to dodge away from the rage. But look down below.
Look at the angle.
Finn caught, stunned up. Rossi's here as well. Brought back to the team, and the Totem Memory should take him down. Not without an extra flicker burnt, though. Alter Ego still in the lead when it comes to kills, but Chorizo with the tenacity in Tier 2 and with the steel leg plates, it's so hard to kill. You can see him right now, 2v1, forcing the retreat, taking the shadow kill, but it's all good. Chorizo should be able to walk out of this. A defensive Cold Altar from Moreno, as it's all just a distraction, opening up the map for that turtle tank.
That's right. BTR respected the damage output. Yeah, I got a pair of pants. Again, the aforementioned warrior boots. But right after that turtle tank, he got shields. So just the same, he's like, you know what, let me get out of there. Cult Altar, now the punish. It's the same story as earlier. This could have been deja vu. Pi and Jelly Boy getting punished by Chorizo, and in mid, Rossi was in a little too deep. There's a pull!
Got Udil there, forcing the Cult Altar. It is going to be placed down right now. The Thorn Rose takes it away. Nino from down to below wants to go for it, and it's Nino who actually picks up the kill with the torn apart memory. But meanwhile, again, it feels like everything Bigatron Alpha are doing, even though they're losing members, they're gaining so much more in value through trades on the map.
Yep, Moreno for 2 turrets. I'm pretty sure the young mid laner from BTR would take that any day, twice on Saturdays, and it happened here. That's 2 turrets, top and bottom, going over to the robots. Let's look at the item game so far. Jelly Boy just picked up his Malefic Roar, and his counterpart, interestingly enough, is actually on, I was about to say on his way. He picked it up right then and there. 1,000 gold ahead. Super Ken.
That's a lot of damage, man. Plus, oh, wait a minute. Super Vin not going to be connected onto wall. He actually finds the Divine Judgment onto Udo, bringing it back, forcing a flicker. Pi pinned down by the go away. And Super Ken now with a Thorn Rose. Super Ken with a triple, just out of nowhere. Jumps in, gets out. Selly Boy now forced to run away. A few more basics. I should do it. Moreno's looking for it. Doesn't have the flicker to connect. Meanwhile, you can see Super Ken just styling on the Lancelot.
Oh, wow. That single-handedly bought not just that mid lane tier 2, but the rest of the map for Bigatron Alpha. Shing, shing, shing! That's what Super Ken did. Signed, sealed, and delivered. He was writing his name all over mid lane. And now, BTR, 6K ahead, approaching 9 minutes. Gonna get this Lord for free. I don't see a world where Alter Ego can even think of contesting. This is dangerous.
But they like the danger. They're walking forward. Rossi still with a bouncing ball, opening it up. Pi just hovering over. But Bigatron Alpha are taking their time with this. They want to force it. Flicker, Divine Judgment onto Nino. Instantly with execution. It's called Alter. Was a little bit too late. Now Selly Boy trying to find something else. But the shadow kill from Moreno is taken. He doesn't even utilize it. Super Ken, meanwhile, still styling. Looking for the play. Gets knocked up. Turns revenge and the rage. Pi with a good shutdown back. But Rossi is forced to run away. Pi now is isolated. Bigatron Alpha on the chase. Pi with a knockout strike. But this should just be it for Pi.
Oh, he's still trying though, but it's not gonna go his way. A man could dream and wish to win the 1v3, but just the same, Bigatron Alpha showing Alter Ego who's on top right now, who is sitting on a 6K gold lead. Udil though, you gotta give credit to where credit is due. Udil is holding down the fort, and his build, as greedy as it could be, is actually keeping them alive here. Look at this young man, the Kage for AE, picks up the... This is odd. I don't think this is how you build a Faramis at least based on the recent meta, right? Fleeting time into a Durance. Quick Lord take here, and they're still fighting!
Purify baiting it out. Oh, what a divine judgment pull! With the Call Altar once again with a fleeting time. You have the cooldown, but not the HP. Nino gonna be executed by Super Ken as Udil falls on the other side of the map. Moreno takes him out 3-4-0 and the Lord for BTR.
It's just Pi and Chelly Boy left to defend. I mean, I don't like their odds. The wave clear on these two close range heroes aren't the best. And now they're gonna penetrate. This could be the end. Udil and Rasi here gonna be able to spawn. Shadow kill spent in.
Shadow kill defensively. Pi also losing a lot of HP. One more hit. It's going to be a kill for Sakin. The Lord is dealt with for Alter Ego. But now it's the bottom lane. Cleared out by the base turret. A good Tyrant's Revenge from Rasi. But it's only on to Chorizo. Will be able to walk out of that one with a few more mini waves. They still want to play for it, Leo.
The Alter champs live. But how many more waves can they quell? Lord coming in 2 minutes. Bigatron Alpha not letting up. I think they want one more inhibitor. Top and bottom are crashing in. Ults are coming back for BTR. We're waiting for an engage. Down goes an inhibitor up top. There's a jump by Rasi.
Oh, Tyrant's Rage finding the back. Superman doing the same thing onto Nino. Now with the damage as well. The Thorn Rose and Supercan dives deep, but he's going to be slain. A massive kill in favor of Alter Ego. But Bigatron Alpha have cracked the base open. 2 base turrets down. Rasi isolated, taken out of his own base. They're trying to just stagger the respawn timers at this point, trying to give themselves an advantage as they take Rasi inevitably up top.
The roamer from Alter Ego actually bought quite a bit of time. That was what? An unnecessary 10 to 15 seconds that BTR were chasing down, but a kill is a kill, and BTR were repairing a situation wherein they really did not have to have Super Ken die inside to lose those inhibitors, to take down those 2 big objectives inside AE's base. Now going back to what the item game looks like, yeah, this is Chorizo understanding the fact that, yeah, instead of building the Ice Queen 1 first, I need to chunk up, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this should build up to either a Immortality or a Blade Armor, right? And again, this is not odd, folks. Approaching 9k ahead, Bigatron Alpha are just building up to respect the damage, and they catch one, Rasi!
It's only on Chorizo. He has to purify Divine Judgment, pulling Pi back. Sakin's dealing a lot of damage right now. The Falling Star Moon comes down. Shadow kill onto the back right now, but Superman still has that immortality. Rasi charging up, and Moreno picks up a kill with the stolen torn apart memory. Now Vin with the conceal. Super Ken jumping forward with the puncture. 1-4-0. Bigatron Alpha not looking for the turrets though. They're just playing it calm, looking at the Lord that will respawn in just 3 or 5 seconds.
Yep, it's a key pickoff though. It's Chelly Boy. This allows for them to make the call and say, you know what, it wasn't enough of a loss for us to force the end, but at least consider a slower roll into an inevitable finish. This is going to be a Luminous Lord scored by BTR. They're approaching 10k. I was about to say, there it is. 10k at 13 minutes. Look at the gold. Look at the money. Nino, he's been caught out, but he's just doing his best. He's trying to get as much gold as he can. And at 2 core items and a half, it's difficult to be the gold laner for Alter Ego right now. And he gets caught out so easy. There's so much jump coming in from BTR.
Too much. He's forced to go for the win in nature, but even then, Moreno does a lot of magic damage on the side. We have Chorizo dealing pretty good DPS as well, taking these shields down and forcing Alter Ego to stay unclumped. They cannot clump up together because if they do, there's so much, I would say, too much AoE.
Yeah, and it defeats the purpose of Udil's called Alter. It defeats the purpose. Oh, wait, there's a pull!
Good muddle placement to zone Nino away. Pi's forced to flicker out. The Falling Star Moon will be cancelled out by Dancing Ball. Rasi still in the midst. They're waiting for the proper time right now. Conceal play coming down. Now Super Ken, wow! Taking all of Nino's HP, forcing him back. Still with the Lord now. Bigatron Alpha looking for the end. One last fight is what they need. Muddle placement is on point as he's able to find 2 on the board, but that's Alter Ego, who are able to defend, micromanaging these waves to perfection.
They got their priorities straight. Just take down the minions. BTR can't take the base if they don't have no minions. Chelly Boy down bot. Pi up top. They have it down pat, but for how much longer?
Super Ken still with the Phantom Execution. Shadow kill not going to be able to connect right there. Chorizo tanks it up. Sakin still left unhit. Untouched in the back. Bigatron Alpha will say will claim that base turret and back away.
Maybe later. Maybe next time. Alter Ego holds out for just one more Lord. Coming in a minute and a quarter. They're base sitting at half health. Look at the damage leaderboards. Sakin. Mirko, this is your dream come true. This is what a Melissa should look like. I know it's uncomfortable, but this is peak performance.
It is. It really is. Once you get those 3 item power spikes, you're basically free to do anything. And now I can kind of see why he actually went for the Quantum Charge, because he really just rushed it. Supervin opening up the map. Finding the Divine Judgment, he finds Dino in the midst of it all! And they're all clumped up for the AoE damage, but that's the rage! That connects onto the back, Sakin falls, and this might be a bad fight to take. Super Ken still in the midst, dealing a lot of damage as Udil now is all alone. It's a triple for Super Ken as the Cult Altar comes down to provide him a little bit more movement speed. Pi running away, Phantom Execution all the way into the front. Pi jabbing away, running, trying to just buy some time, and he jumps back! Pi with a shutdown onto Super Ken, but Moreno finally takes him down. 16 minutes in, and it's deja vu to the first time they met.
Pi Keto. It's over. I could not have expected him to take one down on the way out, but boy, oh boy, shows what the numbers have done, what the patch has done to Paquito. He's actually only really built 2 damage items. Rockin' Penetration, yes, and then Festival of Blood. But truly, the damage really came from 1 Legion Sword, a Hunter Strike, and then the Blood of Axe. That's it. And because of that, Alter Ego has bought enough time to contest the Lord. It's a 4v4.
Don't forget the Lethal Ignition helping, just dealing a little bit more damage. Oh, it's a Divine Judgment. It's on Sully Boy. Call Alter placed down. Sully Boy 1 HP. Lord just wanted to take him down. Sully Boy jumping forward, but Sakin finds him. Just waits in the Quad Shadow. Meanwhile, Chorizo in the back with Moreno. Finding an unstoppable Rossi again. Isolated. Moreno buys the Winter. 2-4-0. Rossi should fall next. Pi as well. Now jumping in. Winter Truncheon by Moreno. Sakin finds Rossi. It's a 4-0. Nino all alone with Nature. Baited out instantly. Super Ken dives in. And it's game number 1. 17 minutes for Bigatron Alpha.